I'm here in Medjugorje next to Apparition Hill, and I'm just, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm from Ballyhonus, County Mayo,
In Ireland?
Ireland.
And what's your name?
Michael Keane.
And Michael, how often have you been in Medjugorje?
I've been here 15 times. This is my 15th time.
Wow. Why do you come all the time back to Medjugorje?
Well, I had a rough childhood. I went through the institutional abuse, and I was sexually abused twice a week for 2 years with the Christian Brothers. And I had tragedy in my family. My brother got killed at the age of 37. He was a businessman. We had a food store, public house, you know, and what would I say? General merchants. So that was a big blow to me. Yeah, and I drank alcoholically I drank for maybe 15 years of my life. But you know, I ended up having a problem, and I went to AA meetings, and that started me off, the AA, to work on myself.
Yeah.
So I do sing, and I was singing in Medjugorje, singing at a prayer group in Ireland. So the group brought me out to Medjugorje. So we were Knock in Ballyhonus, County Mayo. There's another Our Lady shrine.
Yeah. In Ireland.
In Ireland. So I said, can they go down there? You know, where's the difference? And they said, maybe. So they got me my fare, and I had to go then. You know, they paid me way out. So I said, what's the difference? Can you go down to Knock? You know, because I laid on the floor there and asked for help. And I got off the drink that day. And that's 38 years ago. I'm 70 years of age now.
You don't look like you.
Thanks.
Yeah. And when you heard the first time about Medjugorje, what did you think? What was your impression?
When I came out, my first impression was, you know, the first 2 days I said, what in the hell took me out here?
Right.
You know, I was very down. So the ladies took me up on mountain to pray. So they said the rosary, and everything changed. So I was coming back home to Ireland, and this girl from Galway City in the west of Ireland played Holy Hell for them to stop at Apparition in Shanaklos outside Medjugorje, a drug rehabilitation place. So she was the only one that wanted to stop at the Apparition. It was 7 in the morning, and it was pouring from the heavens. And I said, whatever about Our Lady now, I'm not getting wet. And I sat in the bus, and I got this horrific scent of roses. And it was so pure, it could be only from heaven. And the wheeling and dealing didn't exist at all. I was on a complete trance for 10 minutes. So it was out of this world. So that was the first time. Then I went back the next year again, and one of the visionaries, I cannot think of her name at the minute, but one of the visionaries was telling their testimony, and I got to scent roses for a full half hour, and the good feelings and bad feelings come to the surface, and I cried like a child for the full half hour.
That's why you come back.
That's why I come back, and I come back now in gratitude. I come back to thank Our Lady for all the help I got.
And you pray the rosary?
I do, yeah, and I go to Mass every week, once a week.
You go to Mass? You like to pray the rosary?
No, I wouldn't be, how shall you call it, I wouldn't be over the moon, like, you know, in religion or that. You know, but I mean, a lot of people a lot of people that had happened to me give up on Mass altogether. So I count myself lucky that I didn't give up.
Wow.
So I'm here.
What would you tell people who had like the same, like wounds, being like abused? and like the alcoholic problem, what would you tell people? What should they do?
Well, I mean, you can't brand them all with the one brush, you know.
Sure,
You know, there's great people in the religion,
absolutely.
and there was only a handful of these guys at it because it was institutional abuse. You know, and they blamed the priests, they blamed the Catholic priests for it all, like, and it was wrong. And I'm not siding for religion, but you know, you could count them on one finger. You know, there was only a small majority, and they took the plunge for it all. And I think it was very unfair because there's great priests out there, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
And what would-
thanks be to God I'm here and I feel happy. You know that I have a happy life now. I don't
so
drink.
happy to hear you.
I am 38 years after drink,
Hallelujah.
and I gave up smoking 10 years ago.
Wow.
So that's more or less my life story.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful. And what would you tell people? Why should they come to Medjugorje?
Oh, you know, well, you know, all people that has some sort of trouble or other, but they should come. You know, I believe, you know, that anyone should come to Medjugorje before they die.
Yeah.
I do tell that to people.
Yeah.
And you won't really, you cannot tell in words how good it is. You have to come. Because you couldn't explain it in words. You know, and everyone gets something here, you know. They bring home something, because they all come back again. You know, if you come here once, you come again. This Our Lady is present here all the time. Yeah.
And what do you pray the rosary? How is that for you?
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, you like it?
I get comfort from prayer,
from prayer.
and it helps me. You know, it helps me to deal with situations.
And you pray a lot?
You know, it stops me from going into, you know, with negative people. It stops me from keeping away from negative people. You know, I don't get caught up with negative people. I try not to. You know, but I treat everyone, you know. But I'd be better well able by praying. I'd be stronger for praying.
Through prayer.
Yeah,
And
through prayer I'd be a lot stronger for
you
that.
said 38 years, no alcoholism.
No,
right?
no.
What would you tell the person who has an alcoholic problem? What could they do?
Go to Alcoholic Anonymous.
Yeah, that helped you a lot?
Yeah,
Okay.
the 12-step program.
That's the
Yeah.
first program for the alcohol.
Yeah, yeah,
Anonymous alcohol.
yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, and thank you.